Hello, welcome, greetings, and all that good stuff. We'll jump straight in with the dungeon. Don't need to fiddle with that. It's weird that it doesn't let me swap what they are. But, well. Away we go. This is that place that we saw the print screen of. Okay. It's like 4 different zones in one. And I was thinking it might be related to the 4 lords. Apparently not.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
Oh, there is a guide. Ever wondered whether your creation has beneficial existence to the star? Want to know more? For with Catesis Hyperborea, our mission is to determine the answer. Temperate plains to tropical tropical jungles, from smouldering volcanoes to frozen fields. We put creations to the proof in a wide range of meticulously recreated environments. Will your creation be able to survive out in the wilder world? Will it threaten the survival of other species? To answer such questions and more, highly trained staff will uncover. I like this music. Pretty sure I thought it was in Sense Fortress. That's what I was going to say before I panicked. Because of that.
Out of my way. I'm not entirely useless. There. I have it. This may sting.
I'm guessing we're going this way. Seems most likely.
Be gone. I see you opening. This may sting.
Got a nice little battle on the day.
I'm not entirely useless.
You can vote.
I see you opening.
what his first boss is going to be.
How about you?
Go ahead and start everything. I didn't even notice he's a Dark Knight. It's pretty cool. Used to the tanks being paladins. Actually, no, never mind, there's tank reducer that didn't work out. In fact, it's pretty much just Emma. No, Emma. Graha. Pretty sure it's just Graha here, that's Paladin.
I see you opening.
Actually, she might be as well, didn't I?
I have you.
Been very careful to avoid spoilers in the titles. I'm feeling like that's a boss like literally right now. Yeah, well, it'll be fine.
Out of my way.
Realistically, I should have swapped targets already because I've got a dot on this one, so I should have swapped onto the other one to put a dot on that one. Couldn't be bothered though.
This may sting.
Alright, onwards we go. Really sad. Alright, why are the Krails? That's a good question. They will probably be relevant for something.
This may sting.
Oh, okay. Also like stealth and go to one of the locations. Fair enough, fair enough.
Out of my way. This may sting.
Have a taste.
Basically just look for the one where the footsteps end. I start? Just right here.
Have at you!
I'm not entirely useless. Out of my way!
There was some sort of lizard man for the whole time. And there was some like lion lizard man. No tiger lizard man. Casting boots again. It really wants me to play like either a healer or a caster.
My way.
Your sword.
Have at you!
Stay away.
Have at you!
Yeah, I guess the dice is going to be pretty close, so I might as well just play him. I'm genuinely going to have to level up a caster, I think. Shouldn't be too bad, I suppose. I do have Fallen Summoner 78, I think. Let's check that now.
My way.
Yes, Fallen Summoner 78. So I probably just bump those up and then level us through dungeons.
Fly true.
Never know, I might find some of the melee DPS stuff as fun as those.
This may stick.
Have at you.
Pretty sure I just missed with that. It was a Bandersnatch, I think. Not sure what that is.
I see you opening.
Who's he talking to there? Seriously, we want to discuss his candidacy now?
Fly true.
We haven't somehow caught up with the story from this character. We can go through all the Red series. Red series? I think it's just series. You get one series, you get two series. So just pitch run through all the Red series. Please give me a melee DPS ring. Did they at least look cool? Kinda cool. Probably best 700 so.
Have a taste.
Out of my way.
I should maybe be fine. Back here? Okay. I was set from one, but not the other. Good thing. I should just wear bananas. Oh. Okay. One of those mechanics. should be fine here, right? Yeah. If they're stood here, it means I'm safe here. Half a day, so you get that. Trying to move back a smidge, we should be fine.
Have at you!
There you go, perfectly fine.
Have a taste!
Out of my way!
Oop, wrong gun.
Out of my way!
You know what? Since it's probably not going to get used anyway. Not anywhere, otherwise. No point wasting it, you know? And casting again. Those really small gloves as well as the really small boots. Nope. Normal size gloves. I was 100% expecting like really small gloves. Well, it's sort of fit on your palm and that's about it.
I cannot let you take Meteor! Not yet!
We're taking Meteor, whether you like it or not. I think I'll stick with Mateo. I don't like the sound of the name Meteor. Sounds more like a meteor. Arrival of Celestial Sphere. Nice, nice. That sounds cool. And up we go. Alright. Oh, we're going all the way up there. Or is that just cloud cover? I'm not entirely sure.
I see you, Ugly. I see you, Ugly. Out of my way.
Well, since you're closest, you can have the eyeball. Yeah, the dive repeats the lines. Out of my way. Have you? I have you. I don't think you do. An upgrade. Means I get 2 upgrades this dungeon, because I should get one at the end, because it'd be a lovely one. Now that looks cool. That looks really cool. Oh. I don't even think this is the top floor.
I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
So I'm guessing, like, if we can't sort this one out, what happened last time was essentially this, but no one else knew about it. So maybe Mateon just went into hiding because she didn't want Hermes to hear about the thing. Oh, it's these things.
Have at you!
There you go, I might have that.
Have at you!
Everyone's just focusing on this one. I should probably focus on this one too. That will get this one done quicker. And I can quickly swap back to this one to get down this one. I'm helping.
I see you opening it.
Right, so we'll grab that chest. Aiming, okay. Look about the same. Yeah, it looks about the same as the other one. How is this? Successful creation of migratory birds which travel between continents with the seasons gives a breath of fresh air after the long stagnant realm of flying form. Can brush out. Oh, the long stagnant realm of flying life forms. In the end, it was a relatively simple thing to grant creatures the ability to fly, navigate by celestial bodies. But this method lacked the precision needed to guide them to the same location each time, as would be vital for their survival. Breakthrough came in the form of magnetic fields, the use of which was discovered by the incumbent Van Daniel during his tenure as chief overseer of Elpis. A truly inspired idea brought lasting benefits to the star. Up we go. There we go, that's the last area.
So, it comes to this. I have no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction. I will have the time and tranquility I require. Dust and gale, gather to me!
Have a taste!
Ancient brand, unleash your power!
Want to go hit for dancers?
Dancing winds, pierce my foe!
stick with my new old friend.
All is rage!
I see you.
Out of my way! Out of my way!
Double, okay. Alright, so keep that in different directions.
Out of my way! Streams of ether! Surge as one!
Control also is cast 4 times.
Have a taste.
Dramatic.
This may sting.
Okay, so I want to be over here first. Reverse sword. Okay.
Dancing winds! Here's my
Have
bomb!
a taste.
See how much that charges up. It might be a little bit low, quite too
On
long.
high! All is rage!
Have a taste.
This may sting.
Well, the ball dead then.
Out of
That hurts. I should have probably jumped in. Right, just to help out a smidge. We'll use some food for some like nice little buffs. Spell speed. GP. CP. Yeah, no. This uses caster food.
I will have the time and tranquility I require.
I will if you keep smacking me like you did last time.
And then,
Jesus.
gather to me.
Forward!
Ancient brand, unleash your power.
be fine here.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe.
It's about to make sense with them being sundered.
Stars on high, fall as rain.
He's also got more ether to draw from like the planet itself. And been drained by like I don't know how many summons. Oh god, I'll be too late. Yep, too late. I'm dead. Oh god. This is gonna be rough. What level even is this? 87. Oh, this level 87 dungeon is rough. Alright, let's try this again.
I will have the time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me. Ancient brand, unleash your power. Dancing winds,
I might be able to react to that one, Jesus. Either I'm just getting tired.
Stars on high, fall as rain.
So that's me, yes, I'm going for middle. So that side first. This way. I've got that. I've got that one down.
Out of my way.
That's what is getting interrupted. He's trying to pop limit breaks. And I'm just like, no.
Streams of ether, surge as one.
Have a taste.
Right, so starting off here. So if we start off in this corner.
I see you opening.
Let's go off. Oh god, no, what's going on? Oh god. I might get finished off by this wind burn.
Dancing winds, pierce my foe.
close enough to the sun, so I should be able to survive. Which way are we going to fix that one? Okay, I now understand which one to run to. Which is good, because I was confused last time.
Even when transformed, but I am not finished yet.
I'm surprised it didn't do a thing where it's like, but I'm not finished yet, and they just like starts just trying to spam the
Surge is one!
limit breaks off.
No! My power!
Come on, Hermes. Ooh, but offending, what's that look like? That is level 80 dungeon stuff. Now that is a spear. Alright, Lady Spare, how you doing? How was / is work?
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteion into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
You're good? That's good to hear. I'm doing good.
Meteion, I am so sorry. With that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed, and that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
Welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own.
It's gotten quite heavy the last couple of expansions,
One
but
race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity.
oh no, that's not good.
They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse.
That is not
One race
good.
had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. they were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves.
What I can say is the first
that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy.
Hey, we'll wait until this cutscene's done
They
and
found
I'll
joy lost
see what I was
its
going to
savour
say.
in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived. Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Atheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence.
That's an issue.
There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Atheris.
Who are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die? Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
Do it
In the
first.
name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed.
Yeah, pretty much that.
If we ourselves are flawed, does it not stand to reason that we too should be discarded?
That is sophistry, and you know it!
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. But who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live. Even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish from the start. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Catesis Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmett Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmett Selk and Hitherdays. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with the burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Go, Meteon. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
Yes,
This ends
Vana.
here.
Yes.
Fly, Meteon!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me.
So Vana can chase down Mateon. That's fine. I will say Mateon will probably get away.
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure.
We also probably need to sort that out.
No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world. This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with, not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits, and no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact, and I will see that you do. Now then, where is it?
As what?
There you are, my little confluence.
going. So
Very
class.
well then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Meteon's gotten away.
Second process complete. One remaining to execution.
7?
Ugh. No time for brooding.
I thought there were only 4.
Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building. I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. But neither can I let you escape!
Not again. Shoot the arrow. Shoot the arrow.
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
I'm quite incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen.
Yes.
There's no time! Quickly! Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path. Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
So,
Go, Argos!
us and for now will be the only ones I remember. Yeah, what I was going to say, we'll try and get in before there's another line. The initial campaign can be a bit long-winded, but it is very good. Like the whole game, very good.
I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations? I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence, and the place where to we must go. Ere she made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her, one which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emmet Selk and his Ladeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
So, what now?
What indeed? Let us begin by ascertaining the situation at Catesis Hyperborea, where the others should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case...
I swear her background music is literally just the instrumental to answers.
I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him. Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
I'm gonna lie, I was not expecting this long cutscene after the dungeon.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteion, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert. And when you went to investigate, you were caught in Kairos's accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Vinar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Vinar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe to assume his mistress is well. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different, for want of a better word. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person, but some manner of creation.
Curious. I must ask Vinar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteion did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
Nope, that was us.
Once you are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes, of course.
As you see fit. This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
It was quite meaningful. Me anyhow.
Let us rest. If only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
A little bit of a while to go, yeah. Just a little bit. A little bit. A while of a while. Yeah, I can... Ooh, sorry about that. I can 100% recommend this game, and the free trial did actually get re-accessed, I suppose, re-accessible? Re-released? Anyway, you can access the free trial again now. They had to shut it down for a little while because there's just too many players. They're all like flooding in as refugees from WoW. And kind of overloaded the servers a little bit. Are you feeling at all recovered? I understand that your exertions were more than purely physical, but resting one's body is, if only for a moment, is okay. Is never without merit. I do a cat ears and tail. Nice. No, I don't think that's bad. I mean, I'm sure you've probably seen Stan play, like, when they were doing the raids back in the day, but you can play as, like, a cat girl / cat boy, you can play as a dragon girl / dragon boy, you can play as a bunny girl / bunny boy. I think there's also elves. Like properly cat boys. Or potatoes. I might have missed one, I'm not entirely sure. As for Hermes, I think it's unlikely he will create more Antilochis. Poured much of himself into Mateo, and now that she and her sisters are gone, dissipated in his mind, the grief must be unbearable. He will blame himself. He will believe that, had he never acknowledged his dissatisfaction with the world, then Mateo would have never been born to suffer and die. The offer to join the 14 will be a welcome distraction, and one day hence, he will face the advent of the final days in the role of Fandaniel. Okay, that does actually explain some stuff. Like, because where we are at the moment, we're presently, like, back in time. If this is somehow in the same timeline, like we didn't, like, branch it off by letting them know about the final days, then this could still be a thing. Because the person that held the seat of Fandaniel was sundered, and the part of the soul which might have remembered things might have remembered Fandaniel's despair, hence why he wanted to destroy everything. Samtei, listen to me. Our duty now is not to denounce Hermes for his misguided determination. or to convince Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus that they may have been deceived. No, we must instead ensure that the experiences Hermes sought to expunge are preserved. What remains in our memories alone will be our weapon against the final days. You must fight this battle in your age, and I in mine. Come, let us walk together once more. I'll see you to the doors of the Propylaeon. Legitimately, my only issue with this game is quite a few of the words that they choose to use are like archaic, and they feel like archaic for archaic words. Also, you can get cool horses and stuff, and they play music from the boss fights that you get them from. This horse in particular from Leviathan. And there's usually like a theme to the boss mounts per expansion. So like the horses are Aromaborn. If I go to mounts, so here we've got the horses, which are your base game. There's the birds, which are for the the first expansion, Heaven's Ward. This character don't have any dogs. There's some like wolves. We keep calling them dogs, but the wolves, which are from like the second expansion. They're pretty cool. New unicorn dropped in Lost Ark. Nice. Oh, I was getting followed by a butterfly then. Your time in this age is drawing to an end. Upon speaking to Vanar, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended to watch them in their entirety. Alright. We'll just do that, because when they're playing sequence it's usually voice.
So, it is within. The portal that brought you hither will take you home.
So I have to click every time there's a new voice line. Yes, this is where we part ways. Also, can I just say I properly love this armor set that I've got.
Yours emerge triumphant. Make use of the knowledge you have gained, that your days in Elpis and our friend's sacrifice be not in vain. With Meteion free to pursue her designs, it is only a matter of time until the final days are upon us. We must be ready. From fortifying our defenses to securing our escape, there is much to be done. In spite of this, we cannot allow the report that set this calamity in motion to become common knowledge. Were the masses to learn the fates of the other stars, I fear the situation would spiral out of our control. I must carefully consider who can be trusted and bring them into the fold.
You see, I was considering being like,
ordinarily,
why would that cause panic?
I wouldn't hesitate to call upon the 14. However, it was the desire for a fair determination that drove Hermes to attempt to erase our memories. And were he made aware of his actions, there is no telling whether he would remain a friend or become a foe.
It's like they say the most terrifying.
We might try to alienate him from the convocation. Yet in doing so, we would deprive ourselves of a brilliant mind, who would be invaluable in the crises to come.
The sentence, "we are alone in the universe," is both a terrifying concept and an exciting one.
Independently of the convocation. Regardless of how we proceed, If we are to permanently avert the final days,
Exciting
we must be
because
equal to Hermes'
our planet will
challenge.
pretty
We
much be
must prove
unique in
that
that it's
mankind
able to
is
spot
worthy
life,
to exist.
and terrifying
This
because
hinges, I think, on how we confront the all-consuming despair that accompanies a senseless and
nothing
seemingly
else out
inevitable
there.
end. Bewildered and divided, we would perish like the peoples of those celestial ruins. We could not hope to survive the final days, much less take the battle to Meteon at her nest. We must find a way to defeat despair, to unite and prepare as many as possible for the struggle ahead. Heavy will weigh the burden of guiding this legion of souls. Yet I have faith in mankind's potential. As long as he believes in himself, there is naught he cannot achieve. So I will not give up on him. On us. You may find your world to be very different. Or perhaps the erasure of our friends' memories has sown the seeds of a conjunction between us. We cannot know until the moment is at hand. So shall I strive to do my best, taking naught for granted as I walk my path. And I pray you walk with me to the end.
that could also be another
As
thing.
you move forward, so too will I.
Okay,
As will all, resolved to fight for the morrow.
so earlier,
And when mankind has found the strength to stand against despair, we shall silence the song of oblivion.
so for now, earlier was like,
We'll learn our journey is far from over.
I don't know why I would turn against the 14,
This
or the judgment of the 14. And the 14 are basically like the rulers of Aetheris, essentially.
my light of the future. Till we meet again.
And if this scenario here, where they had their minds wiped, and she didn't, was the sparking factor as to why they were opposed, this might be still our timeline. This might genuinely be our timeline. And we'll be back in the first. Well, we'll be on our way back to the first, I suppose.
From this day forth, I shall strive to bring honor to the seat of Vandani.
It's a memory of the final days, I guess.
Even now, I remember standing there, locked in a moment where the sky is aflame. Where stars fall as tears, and screams darken the seas. Where resignation rots the trees.
I still don't understand how the
Where terror twists magics into abominations.
Yeah, I don't understand how this one happened.
Such is the lament of they who have gone before. The song of they who tried and failed to create a better world. The song of the end.
Rip that guy.
That which hides at the edge of the universe is no longer Hope's creation. It is hopelessness incarnate. That day, mankind saw half of its number sacrificed to bring forth Zodiac. And covering the star in a shroud of ether, we forestalled the final days.
That's how they did it, okay. They didn't rewrite the laws of creation, they just shrouded the world in ether. Oh, sorry for a bit of context. The thing that's caused the end of days was
Yet the cries echoed still.
another force, which
We
is
wept for innocence lost.
pretty much ruled
Wailed
by
for death inevitable.
funny you should answer that.
Reality
I actually have one commissioned at the moment. We're just waiting on the
Who sought comfort in gilded memories
finished
of
product.
joyful days and tranquil nights.
The art's just getting finished. Well, that's bit finished. The art's getting done at the moment. Then it'll need rigging, and then I'll be picking up a camera, and then I can have it all. Waha! But I don't think it'll be as animated as Gwen's.
It needn't be like this. No. There must be a way to restore things to the way they were. To reclaim the perfect paradise we once had.
No, my friends. Suffering exists, and we cannot pretend otherwise. No civilization, however great, could eliminate it. If we would live, we must accept it as our constant companion. Let us not seek to forget this tragedy. Let us carry it in our hearts, that we may grow stronger and know true happiness.
Nice.
We can't accept it. We won't accept it. It will be ours.
I'm not sure what it is about the heterochromia that I just like. It's really nice.
No, it will not. For there has ever been sorrow. Mankind was but spared its biting sting for a time. So please, open your eyes. To try and reclaim those lives we lost by sacrificing yet more isn't wisdom. It is weakness. No paradise is without its shadows. If we cannot accept this truth and learn from our pain, then our plight shall be repeated.
O mighty Zodiac! God, born of our boundless faith, we bid you, hear our prayer. Accept this offering of lives, and deliver unto us the lives we once had. Deliver unto us the days of old, the days when the star was a font of love, and we knew naught but bliss.
Don't do it for now.
You would destroy it? Our beautiful world?
It's already destroyed.
Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all, a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning and my purpose. My love. In spite of, or perhaps because of this,
Yeah,
I choose to believe.
what they have at the moment
Mankind's
is essentially an end of world
His
scenario.
ability to find a way forward.
Like, this set of people have, like,
So
an
let
affinity
there be no way
for
back.
creation magic.
From that temptation, I sunder us.
And,
No more shall man have wings to bear him to paradise.
there's a slight issue
Henceforth, he shall walk.
where, essentially what just happened with Matean, like, flying off, they're bombarding the planet with this other force. I think we heard it called Akasha, or Akasa or something. And that has forced the creation magic at this time to go out of control, and they've basically been summoning in things accidentally out of fear, which have basically been going around killing everyone and everything. And that has started happening again because the Zodiac that they summoned kind of accidentally killed it. Geez, but that looks a
I
bit rough
birth a
though.
world of suffering, to mire and plague.
Yeah, instead of the creation magics, because we don't really have those. Oh god. Where we are at the present, it is just changing people
Lives
into
come and
things.
go, ever moving towards the unknown. And in that fleeting moment, they cry for the answer to the question. Why, given life, are they meant to suffer, to die? As fragmented, imperfect
Good
beings,
god.
yours is a never-ending quest. A quest to find your purpose, knowing your end is assured. To find the strength to continue when all strength has left you. To find joy even as darkness descends.
What?
And amidst deepest despair, light everlasting.
Now, I'm not sure if this will basically be a massive spoiler.
A conjunction has begun to form. an intertwining of your time and mine. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Yeah, basically, one group summoned Zodiac, which fixed all the Final Days issue. Another group was like, you know, this isn't how it's supposed to be. Summoned another god. The god sundered the first god, but because the first god was essentially supposed to be the will of the star, and the second god was also the will of the star, but the second god's power was to reduce things or to split things. What we essentially landed with was the source, which was like the base world, which is where we are, and there are 13, I believe. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, so there's the source, which is this one. This is our home realm. Also the planet that we were just on. We are presently in the first. All of these shards are connected to the source with like weird ethereal stuff. This is probably the easiest way to show it because this is essentially what this was created for. Yeah, as the whole, this was given a will as Zodiac, and an opposing faction gave it a will as Hydaelyn. Now Hydaelyn's power was to... I'm not sure how they explained it, but essentially shatter things. So if they were to... say if you got a candle, and Hydaelyn was to hit said candle, you would get 2 smaller candles. They would be equal to each other, because it would be like a perfect split. Now the hit that Hydaelyn did on Zodiac split into 14. So there's a base one and 13 essentially echoes. It's fine, don't worry. Basically Zodiac was still alive at the present point in the game where you play through up until a point in this expansion. Sorry for the spoiler on that one. But yeah. After taking out Zodiac, our world begins to feel the effects of the Final Days again. Which is, as I'm sure you can understand, a very big issue. I actually don't need to go through that, because I can teleport straight over to where I need to go, which is Old Shallion. Wonderful. Yeah, we've had slight issues of people turning into monsters recently, and let me tell you, that part was emotionally destroying. It genuinely hurt to play. Oh, I should probably warn you about that if you do think to get Final Fantasy XIV. There are parts in every single expansions campaign, or every single game I suppose is campaign, that has made me cry. And had I not taken a break, there would have been a part in this expansion as well which would have made me cry. I was very close to breaking down at one point. But it's going well so far, it's just things are looking quite rough. Empty. Impeccable timing as always. Oh yeah, these are your potatoes as well, as I mentioned earlier. They're essentially modelled off children. Ah, no worries, no worries. What I can recommend though is if you do decide to try it out, go for the trial first, just so you know that you definitely like it before you pay, you know, any money for it. Because whilst I can vouch that I find it a very good game, that is me finding it a very good game. Obviously I can't speak for you. So definitely give it a try before you pay for anything. Also, you get the first 2 expansions completely free. So you can try out the first 2 expansions, and if you don't like it, you don't have to continue with it really. So it's just like finger guns. I told you we're off in the first as part of our efforts to investigate the final days. Well, as it so often seems the case, while you were away we'd had some few developments, which we can discuss in just a moment. For now, however, I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to have you back. In fact, if we have a look at the map over here, the first issues we had were here, Rad's at Han. I believe there's class quests in each of the major city-states. So we would have one at Uldar, one at Limsa, one at Gridania, and... Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. It might not have been Gridania. No, there's one for Ishgard. I feel like there was one for Alamiga, but I could be wrong on that. It might have been a joint thing there because of how close they are. And Uldar and... yeah, Limsa. That's not really important though. Guess I'll just... Ooh. 45. Let's upgrade. I get excited about it. So, have you learned out more about the final days? Yes, I have, and I forgot to click the thing. No, stop moving. Right, what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to jump back on the VOD. Because I need... Jesus, that is not on for quick at all. I'm going to need to try and find the exact moment that that line is on screen and pause it. Right. If I can catch this up. Oh, that is not on long. That is not on long at all. Right. Nope. Apologies for this, I need to get this whole thing. Okay. What she said was, whilst skipped through extremely quickly, was then the journey was well worth the risk. No doubt your newfound knowledge will be a great boon to us all. Funnily enough, yes it will. The documentation of the quest lines. Unfortunately, during your time on the First, events here have taken a turn for the worse. The Scions are running themselves ragged trying to contain the spread of blasphemies. It's a losing battle. Try and ascertain the where and why of it. Alize and Alphino have been travelling all over. Of all the regions they visited, Locus Amonis is one of the worst affected. Dankred, Estinian and Graha took a detachment of allied soldiers there to offer aid and succour to those in need. But the province is vast. They only managed to visit a handful of coastal villages. It was an accomplishment worth celebrating still, but a drop in the bucket at best. In the meantime, Y'shtola and Master Matoya have done a thing that I've accidentally clicked through again because I'm an idiot. I'm really sorry about this. I have another overexcited trigger finger. Just wait for it, wait for it. There we go. In the meantime, Y'shtola and Master Matoya have been making a concerted, okay. That's apparently a word. A concerted effort to establish contact with Hydaelyn and the Ethereal Sea, but to no avail. As for Tataran and I, we've been keeping a close eye on the Forum. From what we gather, they've been constructing a vessel to ferry people to the moon. An ambitious project that's likely been years, if not decades, in the making. However, since we've seen no signs of it thus far, I suspect it's still incomplete. We'll also recall the proposal issued by Master Foshino to the people of Razatan. Following the discussion, Ritra declared his support for the plan and urged those who wished to evacuate to accept the Forum's invitation. So far so good, but that's where things get a little strange. Apparently the Forum caught wind of the lunar teleporter in the Tower of Babel and decided to use it to deliver people to the moon instead of their mysterious ship. Therefore, to secure safe passage of the Hanish refugees to the tower, Alphino, Alize, Estinian and Graha travelled to Galamod not long ago. Trouble is, the capital was hardly the safest place to begin with, and now the final days have come to Galamod. Oh no, that is going to be rough. For context of why that's going to be rough, sorry, there's another little bit there. Ether basically encompasses the planet, and that is how we cast magic. Like, everything on the planet is composed of ether. There is another force which they gave another name to, but I remember it as Akasha, which is like influenced by immersion. I mentioned it earlier with the Final Days stuff. The Galleons, unfortunately, cannot manipulate ether, so they would be likely at high risk of transforming into monsters with this Akasha stuff. Shortly after our friends arrived, they were sent to rendezvous with Master Foshino. Then panic broke out and our communications were severed. From what fragments we were able to make out before the link shells went completely silent, we can only assume that the phenomena has spread to the capital. The others need you. Please, you must be there. You must help them. Oh yeah, and I know it's only a slight difference, so you might not have picked up on it, but the character in the Immerse and the character that I'm playing at the moment are actually different characters. Having you there will make all the difference, I'm sure of it. Camp Broken Glass was their first port of call, so you best start there. Hopefully Lucia will know where they are. There's no telling what you'll be walking into, so you'd best take every possible precaution. Yeah, the nice little accidental feature that I've got is the eye colour. Oh, thanks for that. Thanks for that post, my dude. The character that I've got emotes of was my main before this one, and she's got pink for her right eye and blue for her left, and this guy's got pink for his left and blue for his right, which I thought was, not gonna lie, kind of strange that I managed to do it that way, but also kind of cool that I managed to do it that way. Ilsabad, that's where we need to go. Galamond. It's kind of like they're two halves of the same character, but also not. They are their own characters, but they live on different shards. This looks substantially more... oh. That is why it looks substantially more desert-like. It is presently raining fire. What level quests are we on at the moment? 88, cool. It's empty, and not a moment too soon. The skies over Galamond are ablaze, but it's events on the ground. It's the events on the ground that concern me. As you have heard, your fellow Scions arrived ahead of you. We cut the customary greeting short after we received words from our troops on the Magna Glacies. Glacies? The Forum's airship has landed. It was then that the heavens began to burn. Dispatch your friends at once to ensure the refugees came to no harm. I would have you join them immediately. Additional support is en route, but we'll discuss that later. I trust you are ready to depart. Oh, another long cutscene one. Looking at the time, after this set of cutscenes we'll probably call it there, and then we'll come back to it tomorrow night. Like tomorrow afternoon I'm going to be doing, oh sorry, this afternoon, in about 12 hours, I will be doing Destiny 2. And then like from 10:30 I'll be doing, oh god there's so many. I'll be doing tomorrow Final Fantasy 14.
No. 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 We were promised an escape. Not the same doom we fled.
Basically that's what happens.
I shall not meet my final days here in this blasted waste. Calm yourselves. Your panic is our greatest enemy. Come, we must build a line of defense.
Yes.
How? Leave
Alfie, no, my boy.
Father. You must
My
lead the
boy.
people to safety.
I didn't even notice Justinian there as well. Yes.
I can handle this pair. You
shall tend to the refugees. Let us be about it.
As you wish, my little lord.
Oh, the Stinian's so proud of him, you can tell. Oh wait, we're playing as these guys. Please don't tell me I'm playing as Alpha now. Please tell me I'm rocking in to help and I'm not playing as Alpha now. I don't know how to play Sage. That sounds like I'm playing Sage. Oh no.
I'll command the beast's attention. See to the wounded.
Help is at hand.
Right, okay, so that's an AoE. That's a quick casting heal.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I'm pressing the wrong skills. I'm pressing the completely wrong skills. Oh god. Right, keep my eyes on these. No, you don't.
Those who can stand, come with me.
Crap, we're gonna lose them too.
You're safe now.
We're gonna lose the other one, I can tell. Come on.
Easy now. Deep breaths.
Come. Yes, got you.
Worry not for the refugees, but for yourself.
Make sure he's on full health. I need to make sure I'm actually targeting the thing when I'm trying to attack it. It does make me a bit sad that they forced me to play a healer, but such is the way of things. Oh dear. I'll just do this, keep him topped up, keep myself topped up. That's a look away sort of thing. So it's this. Unexpected damage to target and things near it. Okay. It would have probably helped if I'd have read these sooner. It's just straight up damage. Oh, that one does a shield too. Okay. Perfect example of why you should read your abilities. 300. expected damage over time, okay.
But not hard enough!
Do the shield thing, and then we're good. Nice. That was quite rough. Quite rough indeed, if I do say so myself. With the picture being Alice here, I'm guessing there's a point where we're going to have to play as Alice here as well.
Help! Someone, please!
What?
Oh, crikey.
I don't want to die.
Forward! Let not a single thief
Yes!
escape!
Yes!
Wait, that's
That is the
Judas
Garmins.
and the army. So, you've recovered then? In time enough to be of aid. For once. We can speak of it more later. For now, we must fight! To repay your salvation in kind, or with better! For Garlemald has her pride!
So it looks like the end of days was triggered by Mateon and
Of that I've no
her
doubt.
kin. So once we potentially deal with Mateon, we should be okay.
The gods, of all possible saviors, the Imperial Army. Oh!
Yep, there's Alice here.
I had hoped to take all of them down at once.
Think a withdrawal might be in order?
Ah, sod that. You know who would never abandon these people to their fate. To be devoured by their former friends. That'd be beyond cruel. These beasts must fall here and now.
Well then, I'd say it's high time we threw caution to the winds.
So long as you spare me the heroic sacrifices. Now, let's go!
As horrific as this scenario is, I am so happy with it. I've got a massive smile on my face right now. Alright, how are we doing this? The fire, scorch, target nearby enemies. Okay. There we go, that'll be fine. That's not so fine. Right, I need to keep an eye on my health and Graham's health. But luckily, because of the way that red mage works, the first cast is like a slower cast, but the second cast is an instant. Plus we can always just spam that. Black Star. That does not sound healthy. It was not. If you're wondering about why I'm not using any of these other abilities, it's because I don't technically have access to them. Because those are my character's abilities as opposed to this character's abilities.
Not today.
That's not what you want to see. Okay, each popping one of these. Take a Graham. Oh, he's running that way. Oh, we can go back to doing damage. Go for thunder. Heal up.
I'm not done yet.
Yeah, when it asks you to play as specific characters, it does help to know how the class works.
Worry about.
Let's run out here.
The air crackles with energy. Find cover.
Just hide behind this one, and then this one, and then this one.
They say, turnabout's fair play. On guard.
I was kind of hoping that would do a bit more. Even if it was only a slight bit. I thought it would have done a bit more. Alright.
Barest trace of ether. Maybe there really is no way to bring them back.
Yeah, that's our Graham. These ones are full again.
Thank you for saving our lives once again. I remember you from Purusha. You helped us there too, didn't you?
Didn't you?
Ah, you're from Palaka's stand.
Sorry, my chair's a bit creaky.
Oh, you will be, once I see to that injury of yours.
Look out! Get out of here! Quickly! I won't lose them. Not a one. This will be a brighter future. I won't let a madman's apocalypse ruin everything we've fought to achieve!
And in front of Father, no less. You might never measure up to our champion. But we ask too much of him as it is. You mustn't let Eorzea's hero fight alone.
Just walking in. Sup guys? How's it been? This is precisely why you should never skip your squat regime. You've done well in my absence.
I can look after myself.
Everything's in order? I trust?
Well, I will be.
I've had enough of this rabble. Come on!
I do wonder if that cutscene's different if you're playing on Paladin.
Uh-oh, a trio for the ages.
Because like a whole bunch of the scenes from the like trailer for this expansion have been like scenes that have actually appeared whilst playing. Deadly Impact, so that'll be like one in the middle maybe? Oh no, that's this one. Just wait for that to go off. Okay, back into the middle.
Just the beginning.
It's always been bits that you wouldn't think would be like spoilery, and until you actually understand what's going off where, don't understanding that. You know, it's not really spoilers. Because without the context of the scene, you don't really know what it was. But I really appreciate the way that they've handled this stuff. These all start shrinking, and then we just stand in the area that isn't overtaken.
On your feet.
Do that so we can get some nice little buff. That's all good. We have returned, and it was all good. Plus we get an extra 2 lines of abilities that we can play around with. And yes, you will probably notice that I am a clicker for my abilities. I was just looking at Alice's health, just like,
I
I'm also not sure where would be good to stand. Oh.
Now, where were we?
I still got hit by that. Ouch. Yeah, I'm really excited for getting caught up with this story because it means that we get to go back to the prior expansions and start the Red Series for those. Also the Red Series, the Alliance Red Series. There we go. There's usually like 2 Red Series, not Red Series, there's just 2 Red Series, there we go. Like 2 Red Series per expansion. So you'd have like one that's like, usually pretty short, it'd be like 3 Reds. And that would be the 24-man ones. And then there'd be like one that's usually about 8, maybe longer. And that'd be 8-player ones. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I do appreciate that the Galleons have managed to
the ship will depart ere long.
Managed to stay calm through all of this.
Your offer to host us in Charlian is most appreciated, but will the final days not soon fall upon it as well?
Your hesitation is not unwarranted. The satrap entrusted me with your lives, yet I have failed your comrades.
Yeah, I'm from the UK. Little England lad I am.
Nor are you wrong to fear that this corruption will continue to spread.
It's like quad 4
I
environment.
can't promise complete safety, even in my homeland. What I can promise is that I will do all in my power to protect you. That power is not inconsiderable.
Fair enough.
Even now, my countrymen are preparing the vessel that will deliver us to a sanctuary on the moon.
Oh yeah, that sounds really strange to hear. It sounds like some weird conspiracy theory, but it actually makes sense in context. As strange as this sounds, there is a bunch of bunny people on the moon who have turned the moon into a spaceship to carry us to another star. I'm not sure how else you can really take that one.
Our journey there, and beyond, to new horizons. Come to old Charlian, please.
I'm rather gonna stay in Garlemald.
We would be fools to refuse such a generous offer made in earnest.
Yeah, shit, you would.
It seems they've a new destination.
The people of Radzat Han have known too much suffering. The march to Garlemald will only bring them more, short though it may be.
I quite agree. Fortunately, they have you to look after them.
Yes. Well.
Behind you! Just there!
Try and stay calm, just keep running.
More of them.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch everywhere. Oh. Oh. Oh no.
Xenos! Here!
Guys, full retreat. I'll handle this.
You'll be alright. Hurry to the airship. Why have you come?
A heretofore unseen beast. 'Twas ripe for the slaying. Poor sport, ass. Unfit to temper my blade.
Oh, for the love of... You cannot still be on about a rematch.
That is and has ever been my sole concern. You, on the other hand, are fixated on a different quarry. Your passion pales before mine. Yet neither hate nor despair seems sufficient to recapture your misdirected bloodlust. So, I hone my blade, and I wait.
That's it. That's all you care about. Garlemald is in ruins. Our homeland, the nation you rule, is as good as gone.
Honestly, Euless,
Along with so many of its people.
there's no point trying to reason with this guy.
Not just soldiers like us. Not only those who fought and killed for power and duty. Innocent civilians. Murdered by their own flesh and blood. Lost and confused as they breathed their last. While we who survived with our lives and minds intact were left to freeze to death. The Eorzeans tell me all this was your doing. You slaughtered your countrymen. You did! For what?
For nothing. So much wasted effort.
You bastard!
For your own sake, Euless, you must control your anger. It will serve no one should it consume you and see you transformed.
Just calm down, Euless, it's fine. We'll deal with Xenos in time.
Would you be happier had I a good?
What?
If my motives met with your approval, would you no longer resent the outcome? If so, then perhaps a beast's skin would suit you better. Duty, honor, all constructs of convenience. Surely the war taught you how easily power becomes the tool of the self-righteous. Other people's justice was merely a means to their ends. Yet you would ask me why. Ask any creature of the star and those enough answers, and they will tell you what suits their fancy. And they would be right to do so. What meaning there is to be found in the petty vicissitudes of your existence must be gleaned by you, and you alone.
Yeah, I really don't like Xenos.
Should you seek it in battle in the fruitless pursuit of my demise, then come. Assume your rightful place as a notch on my blade.
You are a blight on the Garlean race, and there would be no more satisfying way to expunge it than by beating you to death. But I will not be party to another tragedy. I refuse to lose anyone else because of you.
Damn right, Eunice.
So go, and may we never suffer your madness again.
Xenos! Perhaps you found meaning in living this way. I cannot deny you found strength. Yet if you only pursue your hedonistic pleasures and pay no heed to the plight of others, then no one will give you the time of day. You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly. You'll be alone for an eternity, and you'll deserve every agonizing second of it.
He has had some slight character improvement. Hey, listen to what I said. Usually I expect him to just continue walking off. I don't think he'd have even stopped before. I think he'd probably consider them too weak to even bother paying attention to.
We're ready to depart. The refugee ships will be leaving shortly, but I've asked mine to remain for the time being. There's room enough for you to join me in it, if you wish. Do contain your surprise. You needn't agree with the Scion's methods or intentions to acknowledge that their deeds are deserving of gratitude.
We appreciate the offer. But might I ask why you're delaying your departure? I presume it is not solely for our benefit.
I must visit Garlemald ere we return to Sharlayan. Having caused such an uproar, it is only meet that I explain myself to the Ilsabard contingent.
Allow us to
nods at each
accompany
other.
them. We should be glad to facilitate, given our familiarity with all concerned. If you would like to join as well, Euless, we can speak of recent events on the way.
Oh, and the reason the whole Garlemald thing is a big
He'll be after your seat on the forum next.
event, I suppose, is the first few expansions. Garlemald is literally the big bad that you've been fighting against this whole time. The Gallian Empire pretty much just moves in, conquers a place, sends its populace elsewhere so that it can prevent an uprising, and then have them move out again to conquer another place. It pretty much just works like that. And recently we've managed to push back, and now we are here, in Garlemald, in ruins. To see Xenos standing there, so uncaring, unrepentant. gods, I don't know what came over me. Just blurted out the first thing that came to mind, but looking back on it, I stand by those words. I'd say I hope they won't incite him to further villainy, but to be honest, I doubt he even remembers what I said. Anyway, enough about all that. It's good to see you again. It's good to see you too, Alistair. Alright, let's have a look at this this new weapon that we just got. How does it look? Oh no, it's not the drill one. That's a shame. The only reason I dislike the drill ones is they're really distracting. But yeah, that will be it for us today. We can zoom in. Happy smiley face. I shall see if anyone else is presently live that I can send you all over to. The first thing I looked at, nice. It's got a nice little smile. I've got to say though, my favourite thing that you can do is the Scoffy emote. It's just the face that makes me laugh every time. I think we shall go with a nice little pose. Hiya! But yeah, if I am looking, there is not actually anyone that I would usually raid. So we might just end stream here. We shall be back in about 11 hours with Destiny 2. And then like 7.5 hours after that, it should be more Final Fantasy 14. So yeah, I shall catch you all later. Thank you very much for stopping by, thank you for keeping me company, and I shall catch you next time. Bye now.